Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new show review. Today I am going to review the most legendary Belgian children's TV show ever. So right, let's go.
Nu gaan we dansen.
Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new show review. So today I am going to talk about Kulderzipken. Kulderzipken is a Flemish or Dutch TV series that aired in 1995 all the way to 1997. It had 2 seasons, so 20 episodes in total, 10 episodes in every season, and it followed all kinds of different characters. So right, let's talk about the first episode, which was called The Devil and His Mother. So, in this episode, we were introduced to the king of this country, this imaginary land, and also his daughter. The king is called King Joseph, and also his daughter is called Princess Priel, or let's call her Pearl. That's just, interesting. And more English for the people who aren't Dutch and Flemish. So, the princess needs to marry someone, obviously, that's what princesses need to do, obviously. So the king asks a few persons to marry her, but, all of them, she rejects all of them because, that is obviously like rebellious, very rebellious, a plus point. That's why I really love that character. She has a mind of her own, she doesn't listen to her dad, and that's fantastic. But anyway, so the king asks his helpers, so the brothers Grimm. Yes, there is also a nod to the writers themselves. Obviously, the people who wrote all the different kinds of fairy tales that you probably know. So a little nod to like the brothers Grimm, which is interesting. So they need to set up a challenge. The first one who actually completes this challenge can have the princess or will become king of the land. So, alright, they fly this challenge over the land of this king, and some kind of person, Kulderzipken, actually hears this message and finds the message and actually tries, to do it, but actually not really, because Kulderzipken is just an ordinary farmer's boy, and he just wants to sell his crops, man. He just sells it everywhere, and suddenly he is at the castle, and there's this guy who looks like, I don't know, the devil or something, and this rabbit, alright, interesting. And, Kulderzipken has, like, lettuce with him, and he says, oh, that's a cute rabbit that you have there. Alright, do you want some lettuce there? Alright, cool, nice. Oh, wait, your rabbit has 3 golden hairs. What's that? And he takes them off, and eventually it turns out that woman that rabbit was actually the mother of the devil, which was the entire concept. Like, the entire challenge was to pluck out the 3 golden hairs of the mother of the devil. And Kulderzipken actually does that. What the hell? What the shit? This guy just absolutely, just no sweat, man. No sweat whatsoever. So this guy, has the opportunity to become the next king. But obviously the queen, or, the mother of the devil and the devil himself want to interfere, obviously. And all throughout season 1, they try to stop Kulderzipken from becoming the next king. And holy shit, it's just a fantastic series. Like, the first season already is very funny, I would say. It's very, it's the main goal of every episode is like, oh, we need to stop him. Oh yeah, another challenge. Let's go. All right, interesting. But yeah, that's the entirety of season 1. Like, at the end of series 1, Kulderzipken does another challenge and he wins, and that's it. Like, that was season 1. Alright, that's why I also like season 2 a bit more, because every character has like a thing they need to do. So in season 2, very interesting. Every certain character is also different, and also they recasted one of the brothers Grimm, which I don't know. My personal theory is that it is like a younger brother, and the older brother, needs to go, and the younger brother comes in, but whatever. That's my opinion, I guess. But alright, second season is much more interesting in my opinion, because every character has something to do. Like the king himself, he goes on a diet. The queen wants to play or wants to do a new hobby, and she plays an instrument. Interesting. Kulderzipken needs to become the next king. So at the end of this season, season 2, he becomes the next king, or I guess, or the prince. And Prieltje, or Priel, or Pearl, she also has a lot of, you know, character development with her father too. It's really, really nice, really nice. As a storyteller myself, I liked that season much more. But anyway, alright, yeah, very interesting. The characters, great, like Kulderzipken. He's literally like the best character ever. He's so friendly towards people, so respectful, and so, I would say, he just walks in and makes everyone happy. That's great, and he has great stories to tell. We have Priel, or Pearl, let's just call her that. She is very, very awesome. Like, holy shit. She's also a redhead. Yeah.
Yes, he be liking the redheads.
Well, yeah, I just love her personality. She has a great character. Alright, the next one. King Joseph and his queen Angina. They're also great. King Joseph is like a toddler, I guess. The toddler that has like the entirety of like a land. This guy can just say, I'm going to make a new law. Alright, the law is nobody can sneeze without putting their hands up in the air. Whatever, stupid laws. He makes them. It's part of his character, you know. And Angina, his wife, is also very interesting. She's also very friendly towards Kulderzipken. It's, you know, really nice. I really like these characters. Every character has like a characteristic that they're famous for, right? So alright, the Brothers Grimm, also very interesting. They're also very funny, especially, I would say in season 2 they're a bit more like too funnier. I don't know. I mean, it's also, I'm not quite sure. Like, they also have something to do in season 2. They just want to fly. That's their entire thing. They just want to make something, and, you know, they want to fly like a machine or an airplane or whatever. Or they even want to be birds at some point, which is interesting. So there we go. Alright, but I've got a list of other characters written down, so that's very interesting. Like, we have the annoying man, who was, you know, he finds everything annoying. The devil and the mother, like I said. We have the ice queen. Oh, it was a fantastic episode. Alright, we have the aggressive Viking who protects a dessert, or I guess pudding, which the king dreams about, and Kulderzipken needs to take that from his dreams and actually give it to him. That was a season 2 episode. We have the Alsdaniers. They're from the land of Alsdania, and that's a made up land. It doesn't exist, and it's actually a land when you think it's a land. Really interesting concept. We have the man on the moon. We have a professor, or this guy who actually wants to become king because King Joseph lost his head, and they made a bet when King Joseph lost his head, he can become king. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Alright, we have the three-legged clown. There we go. We have this jealous bitch I wrote down. Yeah, that was also an interesting episode. Like, holy shit. We have Cheese and the Invisible Emperor. They're very interesting. And we have the Vintic Oaks, or the, I guess, how to translate this in English, the Me Too's. Yeah, Me Too's or whatever. They find everything. Like, if somebody says, oh, I like this ingredient, or I like this food, they say, oh, me too. And if somebody says, oh, I would like to fight the king now, oh, me too. That's their entire shtick, right? So, yeah. Holy shit. This series is fantastic. Holy shit. I did not watch it fully until now, and now that I think about it, this is really the best Flemish children's TV show ever. Like, holy shit. It is so good, so great, and it's fantastic. Some of these guest roles also include famous persons. That's obviously like, that's really nice. One of them is like a recurring actor, and he played 3 different characters throughout the entire series, and that's Bart Peters. He played like 3 different characters, which is really interesting. I love that man. He makes great music, and he's an absolute legend.
Soms als ik naar huis rijd in het midden van de nacht.
Holy shit. So yeah, he makes great music too. He sang about my hometown, which is, you know, best thing for me, right? I mean, got into the more behind the scenes stuff. Very interesting stuff. There's not a lot because, you know, it's a show from the 90s, and they don't really have that much, you know, I would say access to behind the scenes stuff. But there was this YouTube video from for about like 3 minutes or something, talking about the behind the scenes of the show. really interesting. They showed off a little, you know, how they made things, how they made the castle, how they made some, you know, scenes interesting. But I also listened to Achter de Schermen, behind the scenes, literally translated in English, which talked about this series.
Vandaag hebben we geen A-lister, ook geen media insider. Maar natuurlijk maken we onze nostalgie specials altijd met de hoofdrolspelers van de nostalgische tv-reeks in kwestie. En dus mag ik met een koninklijke aanhef aankondigen dat we bezoek hebben van meneer de mevrouw, de prinses Prieeltje, Ianka Vreerakers.
Dag jongens.
En sommigen noemen hem Kulder de Flip, Flipper Kapke of Kulderzipken, maar eigenlijk is de correcte naam van deze eenvoudige boerenjongen toch gewoon Kulderzipken. Welkom, Michael Pas.
Goedemiddag, hallo heren.
Niet achter met de bermen, niet achter twee topskernen, maar achter
de schermen.
And also listened to the M&M, which is our radio station's little audio adventure, I guess, about these persons, these characters. And to be honest, like, holy shit, this is such a fantastic series. I'm going to rewatch it probably every year. It's, you know, as a kid, I thought, holy shit, that is so scary, because it was so mysterious, it was so medieval-ish, and, you know, it's something that they make, you know, they don't take the series seriously. Yeah, okay, there was a lot of S, but whatever. But they don't, you know, they don't take it seriously, and that's great. Like, holy shit. Like, for example, they need to fight off an invisible emperor. They don't see him, obviously, but that's the entire shtick. Like, you know, oh, let's make this cheese. He loves cheese, and they're just like acting in the air, right? And this is fantastic. Holy shit. It is very, very funny. Oh yeah, there was a scene. I was watching an episode of season 2, and the girl, the princess, talks about, well, we're going to marry soon. We're about to have sex now. That casually just dropping. What the hell? Holy shit. Okay, please excuse my wonky camera holding here, because I really want to show off that scene, because I recorded it on my Snapchat and I couldn't find a way to actually put it in a video like this. But anyway, let's go.
Ik heb zelf binnenkort en wij gaan een beetje vrijden.
What the fuck? Yo, next level, bro, what the fuck?
Oh wow, this is, now that I think about it, it is so fantastic, this series. Holy shit. Like, it's for children, obviously, but if you're an adult, you're also enjoying it, and that's why I love this series so much. I am a young adult, I am like almost 18 now, but I absolutely loved it. Holy shit. The characters were so special. You know, you could clearly see that some characters are literally just embodiments of like three-year-olds or whatever, like the king himself. He just wants to fight and wants to hunt and wants to make rules and laws and everything, everyone or everything who stops him, you know, he just doesn't care. He's like the king, he can do whatever he wants, which I really find funny. Oh, damn, this is such a fantastic show. And the last episode really made me cry. That is literally just facts, man. Holy shit. I watched the episode, you know, the last episode, which, you know, it's the episode where the two characters, the princess and Kulderzipken, are going to marry. And it was so wonderful. Like, they had this entire party at the end of the episode. And then there was this little narration by the two brothers Grimm, who said, wow, it's just like a fairy tale. Yes, it is, isn't it? Like, whew, damn, they got me. They broke the fourth wall, but they got me, man. Holy shit. And there are a few great quotes from, you know, throughout this series. Like, for example, the king said at one point, well, I can say whatever I want, like shit. That was so interesting. Oh boy, I love this show. I really do. I have not enjoyed myself so much with a Flemish show before than I have with this one. And it is a real, like, I would say it's real cinema, but it's so fantastic. I recommend this series to anyone. Like, holy shit, if you're Flemish and Dutch, you can watch it on VRT Max too, which is very, very cool. And that's also where I watched it. You can also watch it on YouTube, I believe, but the first season is only on there. and you can also watch it. On the website from Catnet. You can also watch it. I did my research there. Holy shit! I recommend you watching that series. This series is fantastic, and the actors are also, now they're pretty famous, right? And it's a shame that I don't really, hear a lot about him. I know that the main character, Kulderzipken, the actor there, from him, plays in some TV series in Belgium, which is really interesting. I recognized him at one point. Very interesting. Right, yeah. And obviously the king himself is a very legendary Belgian Flemish actor. And he did a lot of great stuff. Like, he made a few Christmas movies. He made the most important and most famous Flemish film ever, Dance. And they also made a musical about it. So, yeah, this series is stacked with a lot of famous Belgian and Flemish actors. And that was pretty much my review. I talked about everything. I had a few things written down, and I talked about everything, like down to the mere details even. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I was so enthusiastic to talk about the series, and hopefully you're going to be enthusiastic when you're going to watch this series, because I do not have any complaints whatsoever about this series. Obviously, you need to watch it with like a mindset of the 90s, right? They can get away with a few more things than they can now, but oh boy, I love this series. Wow. Alright, but ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or should I say...
Nu gaan we dansen.
Music, please.